Okay, so I have um, this video put together so that I can discuss how I got started into Young Living essential oils so that maybe you can understand why that might apply to your lives and how you might use it with you and your family. And um, really, I got started in this into Young Living because a friend suggested that I just really needed lavender to help me out. At my original situation, I was not getting enough sleep. I was sleep deprived. I didn't realize it, but I was not getting enough nutrients. And that's a very big cycle of just tough struggles. If you don't get enough sleep, you won't be able to function. You won't be able to take care of work, children, life, and it just stayed that way for about 6 months for me. And it was migraines all the time. It was inability to sleep, just constantly. I was drained. I couldn't get enough sleep. I couldn't sleep when I wanted to sleep. It was a bad cycle. It was just not working. And mommy job isn't easy, as is any job. It's just not easy. And so a lot of things were going wrong in my life, and I needed something to change. And so what I did was took my friend's advice and got lavender and rubbed it on the bottoms of my feet. And the bottoms of the feet have the biggest pores of the whole body, so it absorbs up into the cells the fastest. And that was the first night that I got any sleep for 6 months, 9 months, something gigantic. And I was ecstatic, and I went back to her and I'm like, I need more, tell me about this. And so she gave me a little bit of information, and then I needed to do research, and I did. I just did a ton of research on natural health, natural healing, and I really jumped into this healthy lifestyle. And I thought I was already healthy. I was eating the common American diet. I was having salads. I was choosing not to have desserts. But I wasn't getting enough nutrients. And the blood tests that my doctor took, oh yeah, you're just fine. You're just imagining things. You're perfectly healthy. But that wasn't the truth. I wasn't getting the nutrients, so my body wouldn't shut down at night to go to sleep. My brain is going through all of the list of things that I did wrong or I needed to do the next day, or I could have handled this situation better, I could have handled that situation better. And my body wasn't in sleep mode. And so I just stayed awake. Even though I needed sleep, it just wasn't coming. And so when I finally made the change and I finally figured out what was going on with me, lavender was my run-to for almost everything. And it helped me sleep. I could apply it to the bottoms of my feet. I could apply it to my wrists and rub it here. I could apply it to the back of my neck. It was fantastic. And really, lavender was the one that really changed my thought pattern on my medicine cabinet, because chiggers love me, and it was the middle of the summer, and chiggers start to come out on June 15th, and they always find me and attack me very, very frequently. And I just had this one little bite this one time, and so I applied lavender to that spot. That spot felt better instantly. And then I got to the other side of the house next to the medicine cabinet, and I realized that I had a different spot, but the other one was just more painful, so I didn't notice that one yet. So when I applied the medicine cabinet fix for that issue, it did nothing. No pain relief, still itching, still really inflamed. And so then I went and grabbed the lavender, and poof, gone, just as soon as it touched my skin. And just, it was a world of difference. It was amazing. And so as I digged deeper into what's going on with these oils, I realized that not all oils are the same. And so then I started hunting and searching for what is the best oils out there. What is it that makes Young Living oils different from anything that you can get anywhere else? And it came down to Young Living owns their own farms, that they prepare the soil for 4 to 5 years before they even start planting a single seed. And then they do not use any pesticides, they do not use any weed killers. They have people in the fields picking any weeds. They have real actual people dealing with that. And for pesticide issues, no, we don't do harsh chemical stuff. No. We have plants that are good at deterring pests, and we use them. So lavender is good at deterring bugs. Lavender, peppermint, there's a plethora of them. Orange, Palo Santo, geranium, citronella, a lot of really pest deterring plants. We use that. Not chemicals, not harsh nasties that then absorb into the plant. No, we do not allow any of our plants to come into contact with harsh chemicals ever. And so when I heard that, I knew that this company is different. And that was an easy test. Okay, so you have the best oils. Okay, let me see. Do you do your own farms? Do you know if they've had pesticides on them? Oh yeah, we can test to see that they don't. You can't test to see if they have never had pests or weed killer on them. It is common practice for farming companies, for farms to use pesticides and weed killers on all of their crops. It is common practice, so you can't just assume that. And so other companies don't know if they have ever had contact with it. They just say, no, and push you aside and say, nope, we have the best. And I found that's not the truth. And so really, that's where I know it starts out from seed all the way through seal. Everything on Young Living is quality, and that's what really got me, is because then I started realizing and researching all of the stuffs that are on the shelves in grocery stores and convenience stores and drugstores. It's just filled with preservatives and dyes and harsh chemicals, and the FDA is not saying it's bad because I don't know why. It's not important to them. But I realized how many harsh chemicals my body was coming into contact with every single day. From all of the shelves of the grocery store that I go to, you get something, it's got some harsh chemical. And if your body is coming into contact with that much harsh and on a constant basis, it has to detox. And detox process, if you're constantly being bombarded, is very difficult. And that's why we get all of our illnesses and chronic malfunctions, is because our bodies is already combating the nasties that are out there. And what can it do but just to start running down and not able to keep up? And since I've started Young Living, I have not had a migraine. I have been able to sleep through the night, mostly. There's still times when I'm not very good at sleeping through the night, but life happens. Hormones switch around, life changes, and so that's just one little piece of the puzzle, because now, I was not able to sleep. And before in the winter, I would get sick from November all the way through February. I would be sick. I'd get done with this illness, and then I'd be sick with a different one. And then when I was done with that one, I would get sick with a different one. And it was all because my body just wasn't getting enough nutrients. It was so stressed and bombarded with all of the harsh chemicals that were going on that it couldn't recover. And so now that I have Young Living, I know that I can use Thieves for everything. Thieves for cleaning household surfaces. Thieves for detoxing the body. Thieves for keeping the little germy bugs away. Thieves for boosting my immune system. And if you have not run into the thieves that I speak of, it is an essential oil blend that is made of lemon, clove, rosemary, eucalyptus radiata, and cinnamon bark. And these are all extremely high in antioxidants that are going to boost your immune system, that are going to hammer and pound those nasty, bad cellular level boogers. And it's going to help your body absorb the nutrients you need, push out the nasties you don't, and keep you healthy. And we have toothpaste that's thieves. We have laundry detergent. We have fruit and veggie spray that's thieves. We have so many things. Oh, foaming hand soap. Oh, I love it, and it smells so delicious. And it's easy. It's simple. I'm not adding harsh chemicals into my body to clean off my hands. I'm not adding harsh chemicals into my fabrics that then will absorb into my skin and, you know, wreak a little bit more havoc. And so now I have a way to keep my body in health and in check and keep out the nasty chemicals. And so I've given you stories about lavender and thieves. My other big run to essential oils are peppermint. I love peppermint in my hot chocolate, or you could choose coffee cappuccino if you want to add a drop of peppermint into that. One of the first things we did when we moved into this house was to put a drop of peppermint into our homemade ice cream. We decided that we were going to just keep active and keep busy by making our own homemade ice cream, and so we put just one drop of peppermint essential oil in there. It was so fun. The kids and I spent a whole lot of time squishing it around and slushing it around, trying to make the ice cream, and it was delicious. It was amazing. It was a wonderful event for us. Peppermint was the first bottle of essential oil that I went through. It would just, this is good for that, this is good for that. Oh, you can use it in this. And we, you know, I often will put it on the back of my neck, right there at the hairline, when it feels like there's a brick being thrown at my brain. That's a funny way to say it. Or it's good after running, after I do my athletic exercises. It can range from yoga to child lifting weights. The best version of exercise is when your weights are giggling and laughing. So my 35-pound, maybe she's 40 pounds by now, 3-year-old, lifting her up and watching her giggle. This is the best exercise ever. The giggling weightlifting is the best. You know, when you get one of those arm workouts, you put a drop of peppermint oil on your hand and rub it on those places that just had that workout, and it works wonders. When I get done with a long run outside, I'm aiming to do a 5K this summer, and then next summer I'm going to be trying to do a half marathon. I'm trying to up it. I'm going to keep on getting better, keep on doing better. I ended up reading the book by the Iron Cowboy. He did 50 triathlons in 50 days in 50 states, and he would start his swimming at 7 a.m., finish at whatever, and then he'd do his bike route, and the bike route, finishing that at 3, and then starting his running course at 4 and going all the way until midnight sometimes. And I was just so inspired to get back into what I used to do. I used to run cross-country races in high school, and in college it kind of dwindled down. I did a little bit of it, but I really just didn't get back into it, and I should have. And I'm disappointed, but hey, it's never too late to keep on going and get back up on that path and get back into exercising of whatever form you're interested in. And it's been a world of difference. My life is night and day different than what it was. Oh man, it was tough back then. And Young Living has really changed my life for the better. So that's a little tidbit of how Young Living has affected my life. Feel free to chime in, responding in email version or commenting, and let me know what else you want to hear stories about, how I'm using my essential oils, or details and some of the research that I've done. I went into a great deal of research about what's the better company to go to, how to use essential oils. I have done a lot of research into how they directly help the body from A to Z. And, you know, one of the biggest things that I've learned in this journey is that preventative health and wellness is much better than going to the doctors and being ill and then get a chronic disease or need surgery. You can't, I'm not saying that you won't ever need surgeries ever again. I'm just saying that if you're going into preventative healthcare and staying above the wellness line, then life is so much better. You have more energy, you have more stamina, you have more of life. Living life is better when you don't have to be below and coping and surviving the issues and the turmoil of your body breaking down prematurely. And so that's my goal. My goal is to help you figure out how to get your life back and how to start enjoying life above the wellness line into happy land, and take care of yourself now so that you don't have to have tons of bills later, and the toxins that we're taking in on a constant everyday basis are not even coming into our body to bombard us and tear our body systems down and overload our systems, because there are so much scientific studies into all of the preservatives, dyes, fragrances, and extras that they're putting into our everyday household products, all of our foods, that are just carcinogens and neurotoxins and are fighting against our body's natural want to heal, to bring us back to restored health. That's been my passion, to just help people figure out how to get out of the slump of poor health issues and negative mindsets. I am about fighting to get out of the negative and start taking on the happy, optimistic lifestyle of just living in the moment and enjoying where you are and how God has blessed us in this beautiful life. And if I'm just at a loss of words, because I just want to share with everyone how wonderful Young Living has changed my life for the better, has helped me get out of the negative self-talk and get into the positive self-talk and get into living life abundantly and living life in wellness and health and happiness. And so I just want to share that with you. But feel free to let me know what's going on with you, see how I can help you best, and we can travel this journey together. That's really my goal. Just get together behind people and struggle through the struggles together until we win. Go fight, win. So that's my story. Thanks for listening.